You can see there's that rotation still possible there, where those greens and reds are coming together right there. Of course, areas around Pensacola, the hardest hit, getting up to 18, 20 inches in some spots. You can see the clear difference, where we have a little bit of cloud cover in some places. It's a little bit warmer, like Pensacola, Navarre, you're still in the low 50s, but elsewhere, west of I-65, some chillier temperatures. And our having to put those windshield wipers on full blast with all the heavy rain that we're inside of. Move to the lowest interior portion of your home, go to the center of your home. If you have a helmet, put that on. You can just see from all the tents behind me that there is so much to offer this year at the Festival of Flowers. We're watching for possible impacts along the entire, really eastern section of the Gulf Coast, anywhere as far west as northwest Florida and down through Tampa and even into Fort Myers.
Well, I have a question for you.
Cool t-shirt too.
Did you bring me any chili?
No,
See?
we ate it. We ate it.
What?
It was so good though. It was really good, I promise. Regardless of your risk area, we know we are expecting all modes of severe weather, including up to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, large hail, and a brief tornado.
We'll see you tomorrow. Let's check this out. All right, Grant, let's go.
Nice. History of producing hail since it was back north of Coffeyville. Now it's shifting off to the northeast. Into portions of northern Clark County near Thomasville. Saw some power outages, saw some wind damage. With that, clouds can form and eventually showers and thunderstorms. That's what we see in the afternoon a lot of the times. You'll see a boundary. You can actually see it on radar. Oh, we have some cool outfits right here. Yeah. Check these out. These are sweet. Oh, okay. We have Faith. Oh, we got. Oh, I like this. I like this. Where are y'all from? Here's our temperature and dew point. This will give us an idea of how dry we're going to be and how cool we're going to be tonight. Again, getting down to the low 40s, and you can see our dew point staying in the mid-20s. Because of that, we're going to stay very dry tonight with the afternoon sea breeze. Once again, some afternoon showers and storms form, and so we'll have some PM rain showers.
Meteorologist Grant Skinner with your First Alert Storm Team forecast.
Well, folks, I know you are tired of seeing this icon. We've said this a lot over the past several days. Weather alert, weather aware, multiple rounds of severe storms over the past week. The good news is it will eventually come to an end here soon, but we are now weather alert for our northern spots. This is for Washington and Clark County. There's a tornado watch in place for those two counties. Let's take a look at the overview of this tornado watch. This mainly includes portions of Mississippi. We're already seeing tornado warnings, confirmed tornadoes, very dangerous storms into areas just to the east and southeast of Jackson. And that's why that tornado watch does include portions of Washington and Clark counties, because as those storms move off to the east, we want to track those and kind of see how they do when they enter our environment. Our environment's a little bit different from theirs, so it'd be interesting to watch that as they move off to the east. And our environment, I will say, is a little bit less favorable, but again, still something to watch as they move off to the east. That it does continue off to the north as well into portions of northern Mississippi, western portions of Alabama as well, even in the northern spots. Now, again, this includes Washington and Clark counties. This includes Chatham, Jackson, and Grove Hill. Those are those main spots, especially we have a lot more communities in there as well, but it's just areas to watch. Now, we have a lot of showers and storms already forming kind of along a broken line. A QLCS system is what it is. It's a kind of a linear system, but it's broken up into pieces, stretching from Columbus all the way down through Forest, and even some storms stretching into Laurel. You may see some showers and storms from that over the next 30 minutes or so as you head into portions of northern Washington County and northern Clark County. That's what we're going to watch. If these storms can stay put together and have any rotation as they move off to the east. For the most part, though, staying very quiet right now across the News 5 viewing area. Here's the high-res predictor. A good bit of scattered cloud cover, some storms clipping our northern spots, and then the bulk of the showers and storms for the morning hours will come around 5 a.m. till around 8, 9 a.m. Again, timing could waver just slightly, but that's what we're looking at our first round of storms. Could see some strong winds, possibility for some hail. A brief tornado cannot be ruled out. Then even more storms, especially along the coastline into the afternoon on Monday, kind of sticking around the coastline. Could see some isolated flash flooding if any of those kind of sit over certain areas. With these storms tonight, when they clip these northern spots, they could bring some gusty winds, some large hail possible, and the possibility of a brief tornado. Some of these storms that are off to our north and west have a history of producing tornadoes, so will be something to watch throughout the next few hours. Again, that goes into effect till 2 a.m., so it only lasts about 3.5 hours, but this is going overnight, so you want to have multiple ways to receive warnings and wake yourself up if the warning is issued. 50% chance of needing the Green and Phillips umbrella because of all those showers and storms. Another threat in place for your Monday as those storms roll through. Similar threats, not as bad a threat for the damaging winds and for the tornado and hail risk, but still a threat there, something we're going to watch over the next several hours. Again, we're going to be weather aware for those storms Monday. More rain chances on the way throughout the rest of the week.
All righty, we need.
Welcome back, everybody. Summertime is the busiest season for beachgoers. It's also prime time for bird nesting in our area.
Meteorologist Grant Skinner takes us to some coastal habitats where changes are impacting birds.
Hundreds of species of birds live here or make migratory stops along the Gulf Coast. But the places these birds call home are being affected. One way, weather.
We have an increase in intensity and frequency of storms that are moving through, and so those storms are causing erosion and stuff like that on our beaches.
Just like birds love the Gulf Coast, so do tourists. With close to 9 million visitors making their way to our beaches every year and more construction along the shoreline, natural areas are getting smaller.
It is taking away and breaking up critical habitat that not just the birds, but a lot of different coastal wildlife needs.
Bird lovers are doing their part to help. This time of year, they look for bird health habits, such as the defensive behavior called the broken wing display. May through September, Alabama Audubon monitors nesting behavior. Biologists determine if birds are able to nest or if something caused them to fail. One confirmation is checking bird eggs. No easy task.
They're really tiny and they're really well camouflaged, which means that it can be really difficult to find them on a huge beach stretch.
Whether it be our coastal or inland spots, there's so much that Alabama Audubon does to conserve these bird species. But here's things that you can do to conserve these species and protect the Gulf Coast.
If people head to the beach in the summer, the biggest thing that we ask is to stay out of those posted nesting areas.
You'll see very clear and obvious signs like these. And keep those dogs on a leash.
If a dog happens to run through those nesting areas, the damage they can have by accidentally stepping on eggs and chicks can be like really huge in a small amount of time.
2 more tips. Don't litter and do not feed the birds.
When you feed the seagulls your Cheetos and stuff like that, gulls are actually another predator to our little baby birds, so we want to make sure that we're not drawing them into that closer proximity.
Alabama Audubon, doing their part to protect birds while growing the Gulf Coast. Meteorologist Grant Skinner, WKRG News 5.